today we have the Gambler spell for the first time in the game. The spell has been out on the daily cycle for 20 hours now, but I just wanted to make sure I did enough testing. I probably played like 20 or something games with this spell, have at least 10 wins. Actually no, probably more than 20 games, probably more like 30, maybe 35. Anyways, yeah, definitely somewhere between a 50 to a 60% win ratio, so or even higher potentially. We're going to be going into a game here, and we are going to do this build again. I have 4 or 5 wins in a row right now. I'm not really sure. So I got help with this build. Let's see. Yeah, from our clanmate here, RoA-Astriak. And yeah, it was me and him built this last night, and I did really well with it last night. Woke up today, tried building it again, and yeah, it's still working. There are a few counters to this build. He had like a 4 stronghold build, you know, Behemoth, Cyclops, Orc, and Gnoll. And then he also had 2 tanks, 2 Colossus. Additionally, the Fire Giant and the Trent, I believe, with Fortress, which kind of countered it. But I think now that it's more refined and I have a more efficient way of going about building it, that we should be fine. Going up against the first round against the tier 3 Squire, that's kind of sad. Although first round is pretty RNG dependent, so still has a chance of winning. Alright, so I don't have any of the units I want yet. This build has no common units, so what you want to do is you want to get a good like 3 or something units, and you want to level up to level 4 or 5 as quickly as possible. There is a pretty good likelihood that you're going to lose an HP in the first few rounds, but that's fine because you're going to win by a landslide in the last few rounds. So as long as you can make it to the top 10, you're completely fine with this build. But yeah, this definitely is not a great start. Probably going to even just buy this Troglodyte on it. Or no, we'll probably buy the Gnoll and the Trent and then cycle shop. Because we need at least some good units, because we don't want to lose HP on like round 2 or 3. That would suck. Okay. Level 3 now. Next round we will go ahead and we will buy that Trent. And we will also buy the Gnoll. Got a guy in here as well. Probably around the same rank. He also has the emote. I don't think he has the 6500 emote though. We'll see. Maybe he'll emote with that later. Alright, so buy that cycle shop. Okay, this is very good. We got our Harpy and we got the Valkyrie. Sell the Dryad, sell the Rune Priest, buy the Valkyrie. So you're going to want to actually sell this Gnoll here. So you don't really need the Gnoll. Right now we're looking for an Orc. So cycle shop one more time. We did not get it, which is unfortunate, but we can get an Orc later on. So yeah, as far as uncommons go, with this build, you're going to have a Orc, you're going to have a Valkyrie and a Harpy. The Valkyrie and Harpy need to be a level 2. And because you're focusing on getting a lot of gold at the end of the game, you're better off not getting the Orc to level 2. Unless you get it really early to level 2, then you can have it for early game, and later game sell it for a tier 1 Orc. We barely lost there, that's unfortunate. So we're already down to 2 HP, but we should be completely fine here going forward. As long as we can get ourselves an Orc, maybe a Gnoll, or a Hydra as well. Alright. See, let's open up the shop here, and we're going to go ahead and cycle. I'm using hotkeys, by the way, that's why I'm not like just clicking stuff. So get the Harpy, and there we go, we get our Orc, put the Orc on the field, buy an XP, 3 gold left, we can buy the Valkyrie and cycle shop. So here, because we have 2 HP, normally wouldn't do this, but we're going to actually sell the Valkyrie and buy a tier 2 Harpy. That way we just have a higher chance of winning this round. Again, here's the situation where you could get a tier 2 Orc, but you don't want that late game, so we're just going to stay here with our tier 1 Orc, and we should be fine. See what Wad has. Okay, so he has 2 tier 1 Orcs and a tier 2 Gnoll, so yeah, we're fine against this. Or yeah, we're going to crush him. We only lost 1 unit. Good stuff. Alright. And by the way, you buy no other spells with this composition. At least with the current spells, none of them are super helpful. Maybe if there was a the fortune spell, you would grab that, but right now we don't need any of the current spells. Got a 3-star warlord in here, that's pretty sick. Actually got a lot of decent people in here. A lot of real tier 2 warlords, tier 3 warlords. It's always nice. Just throw this guy hello. Alright, fresh shop. Fresh shop again. There we go. We got a Hydra and a Cyclops. So sell our Trent and probably go for Cyclops, honestly. Hydra's also very good. So there's a pretty decent chance that we're going to actually end up losing this round here, which is unfortunate unless we actually go into the shop, buy the Hydra, and take the Valkyrie off the field, because we want this bonus with the Stronghold buff. We should be fine here now, especially if that Harpy takes care of that Troglodyte, which the Troglodyte is one hit. There we go. Yeah, okay, we win this round. Nice. May not have won that round if we kept the Valkyrie on the field instead of the Hydra. I have to play a little bit more conservatively here, at least with my HP, because I lost 1 HP right off the bat. However, though, we should be good for like perfect game from here on out. Get like a 15 win streak or something. Alright. Going up into another game, or another round here against a tier 2 officer. Unfortunate for this guy. Alright, refresh the shop, buy an XP, refresh the shop again. We need our tier 2 Valkyrie. Hopefully we can get that by next round. Again, we're just gonna, well, not again, but we're gonna have our Orc right here, because we don't really care about the Orc as much. It's the worst unit out of all these units, and we want the Cyclops to get the Orc's 50 damage buff here for its ult, because that's pretty important. So that's why we have our Orc kind of sacrifice the closest thing to the middle right here. Alright. See what this guy has. He has 3 tier 3s, or 3 tier 2s rather. Oh, did our game just freeze? Okay, well, we are back. We ended up losing that round. It's pretty unfortunate. That guy had a pretty good unit advantage there. I really gotta take the time. Oh my goodness, our shop is bugged as well. That sucks. We didn't get our gold. I think if we buy a unit, yeah, if we buy a unit, we get it back. There we go. We can buy the Hydra, refresh the shop, and honestly, let's see, 32% chance. We can cycle. There we go. Cycle paid off. Got that down. And 5 gold. Can't do a whole lot. We may end up actually losing out here. If we do, that is alright. We can just go into another game. But I think we should be okay overall. I was trying to have this with no cuts, but I'm going to have to cut that freeze out when I went to go fix it, because I kind of destroyed my mic. I like knocked it over. Anyways, yeah, I got a really really janky setup here. Okay, so here we are. We have 1 HP still. We're doing fine. We have to play definitely more conservatively going into late game, but as long as we can get our tier 2 Orc here soon, along with our tier 2 Hydra, we should be fine going forward. We're going to also be going for a tier 1 Fire Giant, which is kind of necessary, and we are also going to be going for a tier 1 Stalker. There we go. We got our tier 2 Hydra. We got another Orc, or Cyclops rather. I meant to say Cyclops earlier. I think I said Orc. My bad. There's a tier 2 Orc if we wanted it, but we don't want it. And there is a tier 2 Cyclops. We will get that. This is the ideal loadout for this comp, or ideal star for these units, because we want to keep our Orc 1 star. We don't really need him 2 star. Let's just do this. That should be good. Yeah, Cyclops is going to step up here, kill this Justicar, get its ult off, kill the Dryad. Yeah, we crushed this guy. Alright, good stuff. Definitely not the best start, but this is a good example of what you, or like how you can still win, I guess, when you do terribly in the beginning. Kind of come back from that. It is helpful as well, because you get the 4 bonus gold from losing twice in the beginning. But it's not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Okay. It's nice to have 1 HP of wiggle room towards the end in case you're debating if you should buy XP or not. Alright, so right now, we don't need any of these units. So right now, we need a Stalker, we need a Fire Giant, and a Lava Elemental. Stalker, Fire Giant are both epics, so we're going to buy an XP here, increase our epic chance from a 7% to a 15% chance of pulling one. Going to buy this Lava Elemental for now, just in case we don't get a Fire Giant. Sell the Lava Elemental, get the Fire Giant on the field, put him right here, and there we go. That Valkyrie should have been up one more, but it should be fine. This guy has 2 tier 1 Hydras, but that's no big deal. We're definitely looking for a Stalker going forward though. Refresh the shop. These are all tier 2s. We don't go for any tier 3s with this build, so that's fine. All right, we really need our Stalker soon. If I could get a Stalker this next round, that would be perfect, because then I would have all my synergies. Well, there's also another option with this build. Late game, if you want to, you can go for 2 Guardian, 4 Fortress. That's only if you're putting a lot of gold into XP and you want slightly less from the spell. In order to do that as well, you have to have a tier 1 Lava Elemental, not a tier 2 Lava Elemental. It's really up to personal preference. There we go, we got the Stalker. 7 gold. Okay, we are 1 gold short. But we... This is an interesting situation here, because we have a couple options. Like, we could sell the Cyclops, buy more XP, put the Stalker on the field. We could take Fire Giant off the field. I think we're going to do that. Take the Fire Giant off the field, then we're going to have 4 2-stars with the chance of one of those 2-stars getting cloned. We're going to lose our Colossus and Fortress synergy, but that should be fine because we gain the Dungeon and the Hunter synergy. Alright. He has 4 2-stars as well, along with a Bone Dragon. He doesn't have Necro, which is nice. He only has 3 Mage, so we should be completely fine in this round here. Yeah, looking good. I didn't get to see what we got cloned there, but it looks like it was a Hydra. Not really. Yeah, it was a Hydra, because we have 3 Hydra daughters. Okay, so yeah, we got cloned Hydra, which is pretty perfect, because that just is a tank that'll absorb a lot of hits. Alright. Good stuff. So yeah, we should still be fine going forward. We have a 4-win streak, which is nice. Going up against a guy named COVID-19, that's pretty funny. Haha, you're a comedian, yo. I don't know, I can't talk. Buy 3 XP, put our Fire Giant on the field. We're going to have this Cyclops always in front of the Fire Giant, Orc here, and then Valkyrie, Harpy right here, and then a blank space right here for something to dash onto for our Hydra and Valkyrie to turn back on and kill along with the Stalker. Top 14 right now. I don't even bother opening this spell menu, honestly, until the top 10, because I know I don't want any of those spells. In the next round, though, I can go over that and just show why I don't want those spells. Because we're just going to be sitting here next round. Or actually, no, we're probably going to cycle because we need a Lava Elemental. But mostly sitting here. Alright. Get this guy as well. Throw him a GG. Good stuff, man. Funny name. Okay, we're top 10, so we can actually buy this spell now, which is sick. And I can also introduce the math side of it, which is always nice. Going up against the other Warlord from the United States. Hopefully we can take them out. They have Haven. Okay, so we're going to struggle against this guy because they have Haven. Haven is definitely a very difficult combo for this build, especially because he has it matched up with 4 Fortress. Anyways, let's open up our spell tab. So right now we have 17 gold. In order to make it worth to get the tier 2 level of the spell, you have to have 15 gold. So we're going to buy this as well. And now with 11 gold, we're going to have plus 7.7% damage for all of our units, which is definitely worth it. We should be able to take this guy out. Although I didn't reposition my unit, so we might be in trouble. We'll see what happens here. Oh, Cyclops can get his ult off. Cyclops is not ult, but our tier 2 Valkyrie goes in, clutches the red dragon before it gets its ult off, and we are fine, it looks like. Even though the Archangel did get 2 ults off. Alright, good stuff. Our clone Stalkers there in the back were pretty clutch. That pocket there also is just in case the Stalker's cloned. You don't want the Stalker to walk all the way to like the right side, get separated and picked off easily. So it's pretty helpful. Going up against Inferno, he has level 8, 12 gold, so he's probably not going for the spell. Alright, I kind of want to refresh the shop, because I definitely need a Lava Elemental at some point. Come on. Bro, I need at least something. Oh gosh, we're using a lot of gold here, cycling the shop. You definitely don't want to do this normally. There's our lava elemental though, so we can get that soon. In order for it to be worth getting tier 3 spell, you need to have, sorry, just 1 second. In order for it to be worth, I forgot to put the fire giant here, damn it. Oh well, should be fine though. In order for it to be worth to get the tier 3 gambler spell, you have to have 20 gold. So because we have 19, it's better off keeping with tier 2. Because of the trade-off of the 1% per gold instead of 0.7%. You're better off with tier 2, slightly. I think it's like 0.4% or something. I don't know. But still, it's better. Alright. That guy's being cocky. He said next. Okay, so we got 31 gold here. What we're going to do, we're going to buy 2 XP, get the lava elemental, put lava elemental on the field instead of orc on the side, fire giant here. This is what you normally want with this build. You want 2 rows of 4 kind of like offset by 1 Hydra, frontline stalker directly behind Valkyrie, Harpy, Cyclops, lava elemental, orc, fire giant. We have 24 gold as well, so we can buy tier 3 spell. It's going to give us an additional 18% damage. We can look at our tab here from the last round. I'm going to zoom in on this if I remember to. And as you can see here, this is 6.7 thousand damage with the Harpy, which is pretty insane. Alright. See how we do this game. This Cyclops in the front round is clutch. It's going to get its ability off super early. Destroy all this stuff before it gets their ults off. And yeah, we're going to absolutely crush that guy. Our Valkyrie had 22,588 damage, it looks like. And that is just absolutely absurd. If we look at the damage leader, or damage leaderboard, we are in the lead. Is this guy still alive? No, that guy is not still alive. Okay, that was an AFK. That's good. If that guy was still alive and he had 40 gold, we would have some competition here with the gambler spell. Okay, so now basically we just sit here. Honestly, there's nothing more you can really do. If the game goes super late game, like round 18, it would be good to have a battle dwarf on your board. And just keep it off the board until late game, so you can get the 2 guardians, which is going to give the lava elemental more armor and therefore more lifespan. And I had a really weird situation last game where a tier 1 battle dwarf took out a 3-star harpy in 1 hit. It was pretty crazy. Anyway, so we're going to probably crush darkness here. Open up our damage tab again. Hydra's in the lead. Hella damage right now. Although this guy is pretty close to beating us, but we still are going to come out on top in the end. 27,000 damage for the Hydra, 9,000 damage for the Fire Giant, 3,000 for the Stalker, 2,500 for the Valkyrie. Good stuff. Oh, we're going up against him again. Feel kind of bad. Oh, we're going up against a clone though. Okay, that's good. So this is going to give us even more time to get even more gold, which is just absolutely insane. This should not be a thing. I'm kind of wondering if I should just get a red dragon for the lol and put it on the field, but I think we're just gonna play it out here and get the win just for the video's sake. We do have a in our shop also the green dragon and the bone dragon, so you have like all 4 dragons. We could just do some meme strat and put all 4 dragons in the field, but nah, we're going to just crush this guy with our plus 38 damage. It's unfair, dude. Open up that damage tab. Look at that damage. That's a lot of damage, bro. That's a lot of damage. Yep. Absolutely crushed. Absolutely crushed. Fire Giant with 30,683 damage. Harpy with 8,000. Cloned Harpy with 5,000. That is insane. And now we're going to be going up against the last guy. He's on a 3-win streak, 1 HP left though, so we should eliminate him right here. 40k gold plus 48% damage, along with the warrior plus 25% damage, and the dungeon unit, the Colossus extra HP, the fortress stun, the stronghold extra damage. It's absolutely insane. If we don't win this round, something is definitely wrong with this spell. I mean, something is wrong with this spell, let's be honest here. I'm doing an insane amount of damage. Let's just throw this guy a hello because he threw one at us as well. Gonna throw him a well played as well because I'm 99% sure I'm gonna win this round here. Alright. And GG. I'm gonna throw him a well played. I don't have a thanks or anything. And yeah, what is this? 35,000, 24,000, 23,000. This is stupid. But yeah, this strategy is almost completely flawless. Oh, we're one shy of 6,300. F off. Oh well. But yeah, 61 gold at the end. We had 50 something going into that round, or 48 I think actually. Yeah, that was crazy. If we just look at the top damages here, eh, what can I say? This spell is absolutely absurd, and I think I have the best combination figured out because it allows you to save a lot of gold. You level up early so you get more units on the ground. We also were only level 8 that round. We weren't even level 9. We didn't have the 9 synergies and 4 fortress that round, so it could be even stronger, but with slightly less gold. So it's a bit of a trade-off. You have to kind of work out in your head. It's like 5% less damage for level 9 with a Battle Dwarf, which gives me 2 Guardian and 4 Fortress, so it's probably worth actually doing that if you have the gold early game to hold on to 1 Battle Dwarf. But yeah, so we are going to, or at least I am going to keep pushing with this. Right now I'm almost 4th local in Canada, so we're like, what, we're 30 points behind this guy, so 1 win and we'll be tied. And I kind of want to get to top 100 on the global leaderboard. I didn't play a lot the last month, so I'm kind of behind, but I'm number 165, so it's not that bad. I'll definitely also be getting to this emote today. It's only 201 points away, which is only 7 games. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you learned something, which I assume you did because this strat is absolutely insane, please comment, tell me how it did for you. It's pretty easy to do. You just have to not waste like dozens of gold spinning your shop, and you should be completely fine. Remember to level up your units early, and yeah. Also, something I thought I was going to do earlier is go into the shop. So the power play spell, or the spell shop, the power play spell could be useful, but it's like 2, 4, or 6 gold really for it to be useful, and that 6 gold is going to bleed into at the end of the game where you're going to have far less gold to actually make your build. Well, to get the extra damage at least. Critical countdown is absolutely terrible. If you're gonna like instantly kill everything, you don't need a stun, you know? Big Bad Bait is bad because it's just gonna lure everything to your Orc or your Hydra, which isn't the best for you. Morning Silence is okay, but like none of your units are gonna die late game. Come on. Ultimate Frost is a very good spell, but in order for it to be good, you have to at least get it to tier 2, and that's going to bleed in 12% or 18% into your overall positive damage from the Gambler spell. So yeah, it's just not worth it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'm going to try and upload another video in like 3 days, maybe even less. Depends on what spells there are tomorrow. I think that's how I'm going to base these types of videos at least. If there's like a really good spell, and I find an insanely overpowered build for it, I will make a video on it. Anyways, thanks for watching. See ya.